So let us start with valuation of preference share. Preference share is of various varieties. Generally preference shares are irredeemable, जो कि रिडम्पशन नहीं होता है, उसको हम परपेचुअल हिसाब से भी सोच सकते हैं. Another one is your redeemable preference share. ये दोनों बेसिकली दो टाइप का होता है अकॉर्डिंग टू रिडम्पशन. अगर आप डिविडेंड का हिसाब में देखते हैं तो देयर इज अ क्यूमुलेटिव प्रेफरेंस शेयर, नॉन क्यूमुलेटिव प्रेफरेंस शेयर. बट टुडे वी आर कंसंट्रेटिंग ऑन वैल्यूएशन ऑफ प्रेफरेंस शेयर. The first variety is your preference share as a perpetuity. That means irredeemable. उसका रिडम्पशन नहीं होता है. तो value is equal to dividend divided by yield, discounted rate or yield rate going on in the market. Let us come out with an example. एक एग्जाम्पल 10% प्रेफरेंस शेयर of 100 each and the discount rate or I can say yield rate of the market में पैसा लगाने से कितना रिटर्न मिलता है, and the discount rate or yield rate is 12%. Then what is the value of find the value of preference share. ये तो जो 100 रुपीज होता है ये आपका नॉमिनल वैल्यू, बट जो वैल्यू हम लोग निकालेंगे दिस इज योर intrinsic value of preference share, or we can say it is the market value of preference share. So 100 rupees into 10% dividend will be 100 into 10%, it will come to 10 rupees. Dividend 10 rupees. Or yield rate is 12%. That is 0.12. So value of preference share V equal to 10 divided by 0.12. This is the value of preference share, and it comes to 83.33. So this is the, इसमें यही होता है 10 रुपीज इज द प्रेफरेंस डिविडेंड. मार्केट में 100 रुपीज अगर आप इन्वेस्ट करते हैं आपको 12 रुपीज रिटर्न मिलता है. 12 रुपीज रिटर्न, योर इन्वेस्टमेंट इज 100. इफ आई वांट टू फाइंड आउट 1 rupee, 100 by 12. If I want to get 10 rupee return, only 10 rupees return, then how much it is? That is 83.33. This is the concept background of the valuation of preference share. And this particular fundamental हम लोग लिख सकते हैं आपका 10 divided by 12 by 100. This is equal to dividend by I. So in this way we find out the formula by our own logic. So आपको फॉर्मूला याद नहीं है तो आप कंसेप्चुअली कर लीजिए कि मार्केट में जो रिटर्न मिलता है वो आपका 100 रुपीज के लिए इतना रिटर्न होता है, तो 100 रुपीज इज द इन्वेस्टमेंट, और जितना डिविडेंड है तब मेरे को कितना इन्वेस्ट करना है, दैट इज योर वैल्यू ऑफ प्रेफरेंस शेयर. Then we will come to yield on preference share. Yield is not a part of the valuation, but it is a return. How much we are going to get, how much a preference share can generate income. If I will not purchase the preference share, I will put my money other places. How much I will get, that is yield on preference share. So yield on preference share preference share. मान लीजिए कि आप एक प्रेफरेंस शेयर जो आपका है, दिस इज योर 8% प्रेफरेंस शेयर. %8 प्रेफरेंस शेयर एंड नॉमिनल वैल्यू कुछ नहीं बोलने से जनरली हम लोग सोचते हैं 100. सो डिविडेंड विल बी 100 into 8%, ये आपका 8 रुपीज. सो 8 रुपीज इज द डिविडेंड. And we also find out what is the value of preference share. Value of preference share जो हम लोग वैल्यू निकालते हैं उसी फॉर्मूला में आता है. वैल्यू ऑफ प्रेफरेंस शेयर में बी से 60 रुपीज 60. सो यील्ड ऑन प्रेफरेंस शेयर आई, that is equal to D divided by V. We have the formula V is equal to D by I. Just you take I here, we will have I equal to D by V. So this is the formula for yield on preference share. And if I want to find out what is I, dividend is 8, this is 60 into 100, ये आपका आ जाएगा 13.33% is the yield on preference share. So this is the V equal to D by I. If we take I here, this will be D by V. That will be yield on preference share. प्रेफरेंस शेयर में जो वैल्यूएशन होता है, प्रेफरेंस शेयर we shall first go to, that is present value approach. Present value approach. That is the preference, the present value of future cash flow is the value of preference share. ये चीज हम लोग को पता है. The value of future cash flow is the value of preference share. The present value of future cash flow, because as you know, every time the value of money is decreasing. Therefore, whatever we are getting in the future, it must be discounted with the present value factor. So let us come to how we are doing the present value approach. उसमें हम लोग कर देंगे केस 1 year holding period. You are holding the preference share for 1 year. Then we shall come to multiple year holding period. आपका multiple year holding period. So one is your 1 year holding period, another one is your multiple year holding period. Then constant growth. That is valuation when there is a constant growth or zero growth dividend. That is, dividend is remaining constant, or zero growth dividend. Zero growth dividend. Constant growth, 5% is always 5%. Then we shall come to growth in dividend. Growth may not be not a constant. Growth in dividend. This is your growth in dividend, or I can say it is normal growth. Or I can say it is normal growth. So the case 1 is 1 year holding period. Let me explain you. So this is 0 year, this is the 1 year. Suppose I purchase a preference share, nominal value 100. This is 8% preference share, so my dividend will be 8. But when I will get the dividend, I purchase the preference share at nominal value. My dividend will arise at the end of the year. So at the end of the year, I will get a dividend of 100 into 8%. It comes to rupees 8. Now I do not want to hold the preference share. I want to sell the preference share at the end of the year. So मेरे को क्या मिलेगा ना, एक तो डिविडेंड मिल जाएगा. I will get the dividend, and at the end of the year I will sell the preference share and I will get the price or sale proceeds. I will get the sale proceeds. That sale proceeds, I can say sale proceeds. The sale proceeds is the value of preference share at the end of the first year. That is the sale proceeds. अगर कोई इन्वेस्टर चाहते हैं कि ये सेल करेगा तो कौन सा प्राइस में वो सेल कर सकता है? He can sell it at T1 at the end of the year. Now the thing is, we have to convert this dividend to the present value. And if the present value factor is say R or I, whatever may be, the present जो आपका इंटरेस्ट होता है डिस्काउंट फैक्टर, if the discount factor is say KE, then it will be 1 plus KE to the power 1, क्योंकि फर्स्ट ईयर. सो फर्स्ट ईयर में अगर आपका डिस्काउंट फैक्टर KE होता है, आपका रेट ऑफ डिस्काउंट, then we have to multiply by 1 plus KE so that we shall get the PV of D1. We shall get the PV of D1. Now if my proceeds is P1 and if I will sell the preference share at the end of first year. So again I have to multiply P1 with KE, only 1 year, so that I shall find out PV of D1. And these two, that is present value of future cash flow, ये दोनों को मैं बोल सकते हैं present value of future cash flows. Present value of future cash flows. So how can we find out the present value of future cash flow here? So the value of preference share, I can say preference share value at the current preference share value or beginning of the year, that is D1 dividend D1 by KE to the power 1 P1 KE to the power 1. Then the dividend and the price are converted to your present value. So this will be the formula. You can say, we can find out by the concept also, formula is not necessary. And this is the present value of future dividend at the end of the first year, and the price, the market price in which the investor will sell the preference share at the end of first year. ये फर्स्ट ईयर का लास्ट में मार्केट प्राइस, ये आपका फर्स्ट ईयर का लास्ट में डिविडेंड. So let us come to an example here. Mr. X buys a preference share at a rate of ₹100 at a rate of rupees 100. He holds the stock for 1 year and get a dividend of rupees 5. At the end of the year, he sold the preference share for rupees 130. So the valuation if discount rate is 8% और yield rate is 8%. आप डिस्काउंट रेट बोल सकते हैं, आप yield रेट भी बोल सकते हैं. सो देख लीजिए, नॉमिनल वैल्यू 100, dividend D1 is 5, that is the dividend at the end of the year. P1 is the market price at the end of the year is 130. K is the discount factor, that is 8%, it will be 0.08. So the dividend will be converted to present value. The market price will be also be converted to present value, and we shall take the sum of present value so that we can find out the value of share. We can find out the value of share. So your P0 equal to D1 1 plus KE plus P1 1 plus KE. This is your formula, and with this formula, this is 5, 1 plus 0.08, 130, 1 plus 0.08. So let us see how much it is coming. .63, 4.63, 120.37. This is your, so 125 is the present value of preference share if the holding period is 1 year. So this is the value of preference share if the holding period is 1 year. Now let us come to multiple year holding period. Please take down this. multiple year holding period. Multiple year holding period, in this case we can have the holding period for different years. Let us take one example here. This is first year, 0, 2, 3, 4. This is fourth year, and the dividend D1 at the end of first year, D2 dividend at the end of second year, D1, D2, D3, D4, and the investor hold the shares for 4 years. Thereafter he sold it. तो सेल जब करेगा ये फिर आपका P1 प्राइस में सेल करेगा. So we have to find out the present value of D1, present value of D2. This is your present value. Present value of D3, present value of D4. Also we have to find out the present value of price at the end of fourth year. So ये आपका 1 divided by 1 plus KE, ये आपका 1 divided by 1 plus KE square second year, 1 divided by 1 plus KE cube third year, 1 divided by 1 plus KE fourth year. This is also 1 divided by 1 plus KE to the power 4. This will also be 4, because at the end of fourth year the investor is selling the preference share. So he is holding for 4 years and selling at the end of fourth year. So it can be just an example, it can be 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, like that. So based on this concept, we can find out P0 D1 by 1 plus KE, then comes D2 1 plus KE square, D3 1 plus KE cube, D4 1 plus KE 4, P1 1 plus KE to the power 4. So this is the formula where we hold the preference share for 4 years, and at the end of 4 years we sell the preference share with a price of P1, and all the future cash flows are discounted with present discount factor of KE to find out the present value of preference share. So let us, with this fundamental, let us come out with a concept problem. Please, you can note it down. This is the concept behind this formula which we have developed. Mr. X purchased preference share and hold it for 3 years, and he sold the same at the end of 3rd year for rupees 125. The dividend are rupees 685 for first 3 years, and discount factor is 10%. Find the value of preference share. Find the value of preference share. X purchased preference share and hold it for 3 years, and he sold the same at the end of 3rd year for 125. So what will be the value? The first year dividend 6, second year dividend 8, third year dividend 5. First year is 6, second year dividend is 8, third year dividend is 5, and KE, the cost of equity preference share, that is 0.10. This is discount factor, and P1 is your 125. So P0 equal to 6, 1 plus 0.10 to the power 1, rupees 8, 1.10 to the power 2, then 5, 1.10 to the power 3, then 125, 1.10 to the power 3. That is dividend at the end of 3rd year and the price, market price at the end of 3rd year. All have been converted to your, so 6 into 1 division 1.10, 0.909 1 0.8264 0.7513 0.7513. $5.946 $6.6112 3.7565 0.93191 93.91. One hundred 10 to 2. So this will be the market price at the beginning of the year. This will be the market price in case of a multi-year holding period. 110 rupees 22 paisa. Then we can go to, after multiple year, we can go for your constant growth or zero growth. Valuation under constant growth or zero growth. Valuation under constant growth or zero growth. Let me explain you what is constant growth. 0 year, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us take an example of the constant growth. 100 rupees preference share and the dividend is 5, 5, 5, 5. The dividend remain constant. Therefore, the growth rate is constant, or we can show zero growth. 1 year to other year, there is no growth. And with reference to the starting one, it is a constant growth. So this is constant growth, and the formula is very simple. That is, in case of constant growth, the dividend D remain constant. D remain constant, and the price, current market price or current value is the capitalized value of dividend. Suppose the rate of return, that is KE, rate of return is your KE, is the rate of return, or we can say it is a discount factor. and the dividend is capitalized to find out the value of share. Suppose the KE, that means value will be D by KE. Suppose the dividend is rupees 5 and KE is 10%. Then if you have 10 rupees dividend, you have to invest 100 rupees. You are only getting 1 rupee dividend, you have to invest 100 by 10. If you want to get 5 rupees dividend, then 100 by 10 into 5, that is equal to 50 rupees. So we can say 5 divided by 10 by 100. This factor को हम इस तरह भी लिख सकते हैं. But what is exactly this? This is your dividend by KE. So from the concept also you can find out this formula. Okay, this 100 by 10 we can write out in this way, and this is nothing, this is your KE. So for dividend by KE is the value of the preference share. This is the derivation from the concept. We can write V, we can write P0 also, same things are same. This is the valuation under constant growth model. Then we are coming to growth in dividends, normal growth, 10%, 12% जो भी आपका ग्रोथ होता है, तो उस तरफ का ग्रोथ हम लोग निकालें. वैल्यूएशन अंडर नॉर्मल ग्रोथ. This is the valuation under normal growth. Normal growth. We can say that G is the growth over here. We can say that G is the growth of dividend for the year. D0 last year dividend. D1 dividend end of first year. We can also, G is the normal growth. ये आपका normal growth होता है. So D1 dividend end of first year, that is, we can say D01 plus G. D01 plus G लास्ट ईयर में जितना था 10% बढ़ेगा, because there is a growth rate is 10%. Then D2 dividend end of second year. इसको मैं लिख सकते हैं D01 plus G square. Similarly D3 dividend third year, we can write 1 plus G cube. D4 dividend end of fourth year, d01 plus g to the power 4. So in this way the dividend has a growth of, in this way dividend has the growth, and the dividend will grow for your forever, it will grow forever. So I can P0 equal to D1 by 1 plus AE, D2 1 plus KE square, D3 1 plus KE cube, and it will continue. It will continue for infinite number of years, because we do not know when the preference share is going to be redeemed. But the dividend growth is always there. So P0 we can write D01 plus G by 1 plus KE. This is your D01 plus G square 1 plus KE square. फिर ये आपका D01 plus G cube 1 plus KE cube. It will continue. It will continue forever. So this is a infinite series, and where our common ratio is 1 plus G divided by 1 plus KE. This is your common ratio. Let we can put 1 plus G by 1 plus KE is equal to x. तब ये इक्वेशन आपका हो जाता है d0x d0x square d0x cube. The equation will go like that: 1 plus G plus divided by 1 plus KE equal to x. Now this is the dividend. This dividend has got x is your common ratio. I can say P0 is equal to D0 into x, कॉमन ले लीजिए 1 plus x square. Now this is a GP series D0x. DP सीरीज में क्या होता है देखो, sum of infinite term a divided by r minus 1. In case of a GP series with infinite terms, a is the first term divided by r minus 1. r is the common ratio minus 1. Concept है कि r is greater than 1. r is greater than अगर 1 होता है तो आपका ये फॉर्मूला. So a is a 1 here, x is r common ratio equal to x. This is your x minus 1. I can write d0x by x minus 1. d0x divided by x minus 1. Now let us put the value of 0, x. आपका x हम पकड़े हैं 1 plus g by 1 plus ke divided by 1 plus g by 1 plus ke minus 1. ये आपका x होता है, this is x, this is also x. मैं अभी x का वैल्यू पुट कर देंगे, I can find out the p0. So this is your d0 1 plus g by 1 plus ke. This is your 1 plus g minus 1 minus ke 1 plus ke. So you just take it out. So you just take it out. This is your p0 1 plus g by, आप इसको कैंसिल कीजिए, g minus ke. This is equal to let us take this is 1 minus r. R is less than 1. And in this case, this will be, if we take r is less than 1, this will be 1 minus 1 plus g by 1 plus ke. And this will be your 1 plus ke minus 1 minus g. Because here one concept is there, ke is greater than g. Ke, that is your return or yield rate, is greater than growth factor. This we have to consider. Therefore, the formula will be a1 minus r. R is less than 1. So, आप ये फॉर्मूला पुट करके आपको निकालना है. So it will be 1 cancel. This will be ke minus g. So this is exactly equal to d1 ke minus g. So this formula also we know in various occasion. ये जो आप फॉर्मूला देखते हैं, ये फॉर्मूला वेरियस ओकेजन में हम लोग ऑलरेडी यूज किए हैं. This is the, in case of a normal growth, this is your value of preference share. This is the value of preference share. We can come to a particular formula. So for example, Mr. K purchased a preference share nominal value ₹100, dividend of last year dividend of last year is equal to rupees 6 with a growth of 5%, cost of equity, cost of capital or discount factor or discount rate is 8%. Find the current market price of preference share. Find the current market price of preference share. So the market price, current market price of preference share will be P0 D1 K minus G. D0 into 1 plus G. K is your cost of, that is 0.08 minus 0.05. In this case, you have to remember that the K is greater than G. So D0 1 plus G, D0 will be your last year dividend with a growth rate, and this is 0.03. This is your 6.30, 0.03. This is your 210 rupees is the current market price of preference share. So this is all about preference share valuation. We shall continue in the next class.